So what are we gonna do now that we're all quarantined for the coronavirus? We're gonna do some bee videos. Today in the Raw Bees Pea Yard, we're gonna make some feeders out of a basic chicken waterer. You can use these, you buy these at the co-op for your chicks, and a jar. But the one thing I've noticed is that the hole in the chicken water is big enough for a bee to get in. So when your jar gets empty, the bees love to crawl up in it, and then you have a jar of angry bees that can't find their way out. So to fix that, we're going to take in a piece of number 8 hardware cloth, and we're going to hot glue it to our chicken waterer, which I will show you here in a moment. All right, so to make our open feeder work, we need to cut a piece of number 8 hardware cloth, 1 inch by 2 inches, and then we're going to hot glue it to our feeder. So let's start by measuring out our hardware cloth. So we need it 2 inches by 1 inch. Now we're going to cut it out. We'll set that off to the side, and we'll kind of form this just a little so it'll kind of take the shape we want for to cover the hole. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there it'll cover the hole, and then we're going to hot glue it. All right, so now that we've shaped it so it fits over the hole, I won't allow the angry bees to get into the jar, which will not work well. Discovered that the hard way. We're going to take and run a bead of hot glue right about there. I'm going to take the hardware cloth and kind of press it into the hot glue and smooth it down a little and kind of hold it in place for a second. And there you go, one side's done. Now we're going to hot glue the other side. Kind of smooth it down. Hold it in place. And there we go, it's done. Now the only other thing we need to do is make up some sugar water, and then I like to add marbles and whatnot in here so that the bees don't drown and they got something to climb on, and we'll show you that here in just a little bit. Well, it looks like the girls have found our feeders. As you can see, they're full of rocks and marbles and someplace for the bees to land so they can get the sugar water without getting stuck in it. And over here we have the one we made this morning, and you can see the number 8 hardware cloth is just glued into place with hot glue, and it keeps the bees from crawling up in there. You really don't want to have to come out at the end of the day and deal with a jar full of angry bees. Or worse yet, a jar full of dead bees. These have been out maybe 5 minutes, and the bees are just loving it. Hives are putting on some weight. I think we can call most of them successful overwintered, and we'll make our nukes and get our honey and all that and make videos as we go.